So guys, today I'm going to be basing my Death Company models using the new texture paints from Citadel, mostly being this Martian Ironearth. I don't know why my camera's not focusing very well. Anyways, so it's a Martian Ironearth. It's a texture paint. It's very thick. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting on the base. What you're going to want is you're going to want an old brush. So in this case, I just have an old, small, dry brush. The bristles have been heavily used. It's not something I want to be super neat on. It's something I want to layer on, and I don't want to use a nice new brush for this. So after I give my paints a quick little shake, I'm going to take a nice dollop on each. It is quite a thick paint because it does crackle when it dries. So what I'm doing, here's the base here. So it's really hard to see with this camera in the way. And I want to put a nice thick layer. Doesn't need to be as neat as possible, but it needs to be a nice thick layer because this will crackle. And it's okay if I get a little bit on the boots. That kind of gives it that extra texture and color to it, as if the boots have actually been stepping into this earth like crust substance. So there you go. So keep going all the way around. I'll show you what it looks like in a sec. So here's what it looks like now that it's on. It's not dry yet. I just finished putting it on. You want nice thick layers all the way through, just so it kind of gets that the crackling texture, and it's not all one consistent color in the ground. So I'll let that dry and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So now we get a good look at the bases now that it's dry. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it does provide a nice little color. Not as much texture as I was hoping to. I should have put more on, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an Agrax or a shade, and I'm going to layer the base, and we'll bring out some of that detail. Alright, so now that the base is dried, it gets this nice kind of textured look. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera. I will be posting pictures later, but it gets that kind of nice crackling in the crust. So now I'm going to be adding some, ignore the top part, you probably can't see it, but it's Midland Turfs from Citadel. I used it as a ink palette late last night. So I'm going to be taking one of these tufts of grass here, and I'm going to be placing it on a miniature right there. Just use a little bit of PVA glue, just your regular generic glue. Just kind of hold it in place, and I'll just be using some eyebrow pluggers or whatever to actually pick them up and put them on the base.